What would you do if the person who destroyed your career suddenly appeared at your neighbor's front door? In today's emotional and inspiring story, a struggling single dad loses everything after being fired from his job. But even during his hardest days, he continues helping an elderly neighbor without expecting anything in return. What he doesn't know is that his simple acts of kindness are about to change his life forever. This story is filled with unexpected twists, powerful lessons, and a heartwarming ending you won't want to miss. Before we begin, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more inspiring stories. And now let's get started. Michael Carter never imagined that losing his job would change every part of his life. 6 months earlier, he had worked as a project manager at one of Chicago's fastest-growing technology companies. He enjoyed the work and took pride in providing a stable life for his 80-year-old daughter, Lily. But everything changed during a brief meeting with company executives. Without much explanation, Michael was informed that his position was being terminated. He left the office carrying a cardboard box filled with personal belongings, wondering how he would pay rent, buy groceries, and keep life normal for his daughter. The weeks that followed were difficult. Michael spent countless hours applying for jobs, attending interviews, and sending resumes. Some employers never replied, while others chose candidates with more recent experience. Money became tight and every dollar mattered still. Michael refused to let his daughter see how worried he was. Each evening he helped her with homework, cooked simple dinners, and read bedtime stories with a smile on his face. Despite his own struggles, Michael never ignored the needs of others. Next door lived Mrs. Eleanor Thompson, an elderly widow who had no close family nearby. She often found everyday tasks challenging. Whenever Michael noticed her carrying heavy grocery bags, he rushed over to help. If a light bulb needed changing or a shelf needed fixing, he gladly offered his assistance. Mrs. Thompson frequently thanked him, but Michael always replied that neighbors should look out for one another. Over time, helping her became part of his daily routine. Every morning before checking job listings, he stopped by to see if she needed anything. One cold and rainy afternoon, Michael received a worried phone call from Mrs. Thompson. Water was dripping through her ceiling, and she feared the leak would damage her home. Without hesitation, Michael grabbed his tools and hurried across the yard through the rain. Reaching her front porch, he knocked on the door, expecting to see the elderly woman. Instead, the door slowly opened, and the last person he ever expected to face stood directly before him. Michael stood frozen on the porch, rain dripping from his jacket as he stared at the man in front of him. It was Daniel Brooks, the CEO who had fired him 6 months earlier. For a moment, neither man spoke. The surprise on Daniel's face matched Michael's own disbelief. Before the awkward silence could continue, Mrs. Thompson appeared behind her grandson and warmly invited Michael inside. Once everyone was seated, Mrs. Thompson explained the connection. Daniel was her grandson, and he visited whenever his busy schedule allowed. Over the past several months, she had told him countless stories about the kind single father next door who always helped her. She spoke about the groceries Michael carried, the repairs he made, and the way he checked on her every day without expecting payment. Daniel had listened to those stories many times, never realizing the helpful neighbor was the same employee who had been dismissed from his company. Daniel looked at Michael and admitted that he had recently discovered serious problems within the management team. An internal review revealed that several supervisors had provided misleading reports about employee performance. Michael's name had been included among those unfairly criticized. After investigating further, Daniel learned that Michael had consistently received excellent evaluations from coworkers and clients. The manager responsible for the false reports had already been removed from the company. Feeling genuine regret, Daniel apologized. He acknowledged that the decision had caused hardship for Michael and his daughter. Then he made an unexpected offer. Daniel invited Michael to return to the company as a senior project manager with a higher salary, better benefits, and greater responsibility. He explained that the company needed leaders with integrity, and Michael had proven his character, not in the office but through his actions. Michael thought about Lily and the difficult months they had endured. He accepted the offer with gratitude. As he left Mrs. Thompson's house that evening, the storm clouds were beginning to clear. For the first time in months, he felt hopeful his kindness had never been an investment for reward. Yet it had led him to an opportunity he never could have predicted. Sometimes the smallest acts of generosity create the biggest changes in life.